Hello students, good evening students. Today I am explaining you trick for nature of oxides. This is important for NEET as well as mains examination. Students, previous mains examination 23, 22, 21 and also NEET examination also they asked this based on this nature of oxides. Here oxides. Oxides two types. Based on nature and based on oxidation state on oxidation state on oxygen. This topic now I am not discussing, I am explaining now based on the nature. Based on the nature, oxides are three types: acidic oxide, basic oxide, neutral oxide. Neutral oxide. And one more is there, that is amphoteric oxides. Amphoteric oxide. So based on the nature, oxides are these types: acidic oxide, basic oxide, neutral oxide, amphoteric oxide. Okay, students, here generally elements forms from the periodic table. Elements forms these oxides. Which elements forms which oxides? We already know that in the periodic table, once if you are observing the periodic table, right side which elements are present and left side which elements are present in the periodic table. Right side p block elements are present, p block elements. Left side s block elements are present. S block elements basically which nature? S block elements. P block elements are which nature? S block elements are metals. P block elements are non-metals. So left to right in the periodic table, which nature increases? Left to right in the periods. Left to right in the periods, non-metallic nature increases. Top to bottom in group, basic nature increase. That means metallic nature increases. So remember this point, students, very important. In the periodic table, right side p block elements are present, left side s block elements are present. Left to right in the periods, non-metallic nature increases, left to right. And the top to bottom metallic nature increases, that is group. This is group, this is period. So S block elements are metals, P block elements are non-metals. So what is the simple definition of the metal, students? What is the simple definition of metal? So before that, what is the simple definition of acidic oxide? Acidic oxide. What is the simple definition of the acidic oxide, students? Here the simple definition of acidic oxide is, if any oxide dissolved in water, releases acid, that nature of oxide is acidic oxide. If any oxide dissolved in water releases acid, the nature of oxide is acidic oxide. Simple example, carbon dioxide react with water, dissolved in water, H2CO3. The name is what? Carbonic acid. The name is carbonic acid. One more example, sulfur trioxide, SO3, dissolved in water. What is liberated? H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid. So if any oxide dissolved in water releases acid. The nature of the oxide is acidic oxide. Observed here once carbon and sulfur. Carbon and sulfur are which block elements? P block elements. Carbon is the 4th A group element. 4th A group element. Sulfur is the 6th A group element in the periodic table. If you are observe these elements, they are p block elements and non-metals. So non-metallic oxides are acidic oxide. That is the important here. Non-metallic oxides are acidic oxides. Non-metallic oxides. Non-metallic oxides are acidic oxides. This is important. Acidic oxides. What is basic oxide? The basic oxide simple definition is basic oxide. If any oxide dissolved in water, if any oxide dissolved in water gives base, the nature of the oxide is basic oxide. So example for basic oxide is Na2O dissolved in water. What is liberated? NaOH. This is how to dissociate Na plus OH minus ion. So Na plus OH minus ion. OH minus ion releases any substance that nature is base. This base comes from where? Na2O. So the nature of this oxide is basic oxide. Basic oxide. One more example for basic oxide, CaO, calcium oxide. Calcium oxide react with water. What is the substrate? What is the compound? CaOH twice. Because of calcium valency 2, group number is 2, sodium valency is 1. CaOH twice. Calcium hydroxide, how to dissociate? Ca plus 2 plus 2OH minus ion. Here OH minus ions are releases. So the nature of the substance is base. H2SO4, how to dissociate? H plus HSO4 minus. Here H plus ion is releases. That's why it is called as acid. This acid comes from SO3. OH minus ion is releases here. OH minus ion is releases here. So these are comes from these oxides. So the nature of this oxide is basic oxide. Basic oxide. Here observe calcium and sodium in the periodic table. Calcium and sodium in the periodic table, which block elements? S block elements. Sodium is first A group element. Sodium is first A group element and calcium is second A group element. Calcium. So these two are what? Which nature? Metallic in nature. So metallic oxides are basic oxides. So metallic oxides are basic oxides. Basic oxides. So remember this, students. P block elements forms acidic oxides. That means non-metallic oxides. S block elements forms, they are metals. They form basic oxides. Here in the periodic table, here basic oxides are present. Basic oxides, this region of area. In this region of area, acidic oxides are present. Acidic oxides. So left to right, non-metallic nature increases. Acidic nature of oxides increases. Top to bottom, metallic nature increases. Basic nature of oxides also increases. So metallic nature increases. Metallic nature increases. Basic nature of oxide increases. And non-metallic nature increases. Non-metallic nature increases. Acidic nature of oxide increases. So this is the common hint for nature of oxides. But one more important point, Here the neutral oxides, I said, here the neutral oxides. Here neutral oxides, among all the oxides, if you observed, neutral oxides 4 are there. They are the 4 are common. Those are carbon monoxide, N2O, nitrous oxide, NO, nitric oxide, and H2O. These are the 4 neutral oxides, students. N2O also called as laughing gas. So CO, carbon monoxide, N2O, laughing gas, nitrous oxide, NO, nitric oxide, and H2O, it is water. Already we know that. These are the 4 neutral oxides. So based on these points, now let us see previous mains questions based on these points. Okay, once observe this, students, this question 2023 mains examination. Most basic oxide from the following. Among them, which is the most basic oxide? Here, all these are same group elements in these oxides. Boron, aluminium, gallium, indium, thallium. Already we know that top to bottom, which nature increases? Metallic nature increases. Top to bottom, which nature increases? Metallic nature increases. So among them, which is more metallic in nature? Thallium. So this oxide is basic oxide. Here aluminium, Al2O3. Oxide is amphoteric oxide because of metalloid in nature. Amphoteric oxide. Here boron, B2O3 is acidic oxide. So top to bottom, metallic nature increases, basic nature of oxide increases. So among them, which is the most basic oxide? That is C, option C. Next, 2021 mains examination question. Which pair of oxide is acidic in nature? The calcium oxide is basic oxide. Silicon is the p block element. It is acidic oxide. Boron is the acidic oxide, but calcium is basic oxide. N2O, what I said previously, neutral oxide. N2O is the neutral oxide. BaO is the basic oxide because of it is S block element. Calcium, S block element. Silicon, P block element. Calcium, S block element. Silicon, P block element. Boron, P block element. These two are acidic oxides. So remember, students, P block elements oxides are acidic oxide and S block elements oxides are basic oxide. Some exceptions are there in the P block elements. Those exceptions are group wise, we discuss family group wise. Now just idea brief, which are acidic oxide, which are basic oxide, and which are neutral oxides. Now another one, 2023 mains examination question. Total number of acidic oxides from the following. So first observe that the oxides here, N2O, CO are which oxides? N2O and CO are neutral oxides. And any other oxides are there? Observed here the calcium oxide and Na2O, and also one more oxide is here, NO, N2O, CO. These are neutral oxide. Calcium and sodium are S block elements, so these are basic oxides. N2O3, next NO2, next Cl2O7, SO2. Any other oxides? No, other oxides are not there. So here these are the acidic oxides. If you are observing, these oxides dissolved in water, all these oxides dissolved in water, the resulting compounds are acids. So if any oxide dissolved in the water releases acid, the nature of the oxide is acetic oxide. For suppose, take it as a SO2. SO2 dissolved in water, what is the molecule? H2SO3. And Cl2O7 dissolved in water, H2Cl O4, 2 moles. Perchloric acid, this is sulfurous acid. H2SO3 is sulfurous acid, H2ClO4 is perchloric acid. Next, another question from the mains examination. These questions also important for NEET also, students. Among the following basic oxide is, here this is acetic oxide, amphoteric oxide. Al2O3 is amphoteric because of aluminum is metalloid. Metalloid oxides are amphoteric. Not all, few. Next, CaO. CaO is basic oxide because of calcium is S block element. So basic oxide. One more question is there. Once look at that, one more question. This is 2023, 2022